I'm driving.
Kinda.
I mean, talk about some stalking fucking annoying bullshit.
Hey, babe. I'm just about to talk about what you just sent me here, along with the other shit. So I'm letting some people get in here. I just got some smokes, and now I'm heading back to the house. And once I get all parked, I'll bring this up. I think it's ridiculous. So back when I was fighting with Angela and Stoney, all that. Well, I was with Stoney fighting with Angela. You know, she talks about all these magazines, and I actually thought it was going to be kind of funny, irritating if I got the TV Guide and I put it in Mike and Belinda's name. And the meaning of that was not to blame them. It was to annoy Angela with every freaking Sunday she had to get a fucking TV Guide with Mike's name on it. It wasn't to try to get Mike in trouble. And to prove that, if they want to admit it, I told Belinda. And Belinda right away got upset. She's like, oh, they looked at it in a whole different way, which I get. I don't blame her for that. I totally agree. I get how they looked at it. They looked at it like, great, we're going to get blamed for that. That was a dumb move on me. The thing is she never got those magazines because I bought something else on my credit card and that shit never went through. So she never got the magazine, she never got the newspaper, none of that. All right? But all this time I've been getting my ass chewed out because I put something in their name. So this morning I wake up and there's a thing on the messenger from my wife who's traveling around 2 or 3 different states. I don't even know where she is right now. But anyway, she sends me a screenshot because Belinda Ostrom has followed my wife. Now, it'd be one thing, except we've blocked Belinda Ostrom 3 times now. And I pretty much believe Belinda when she says she doesn't want to fuck around with TikTok. But Stoney keeps shoving it down her fucking throat. And then she even says, oh, I've made up a TikTok for you. So does Stoney go and follow like funny people? Or I'm going to lose signal in a minute because of these trees. Hold on, I got to back up. It's just a dead spot on my property. Hang on. This is fucked up if this is the first time it didn't happen. Alright, let me switch to Wi-Fi. I have my cigarette, my whatever. So, okay, am I back now? Alright. So she was so upset that we mentioned that we used their name on something or other. But here's the thing, right? So I know Belinda doesn't like the TikTok. You can hear it in her voice. That's not a joke. That's not a scam. She's like, stop. I'm not going to make videos. Stop shoving it down my throat. So Stoney's makes accounts in Belinda's name and goes and follows all of us. Do you think Belinda really wants to watch us? Or would she rather watch some funny cat thing with cats falling off the walls or whatever the fuck TikTok gives people? Okay, that she would enjoy. But no. And we got the screenshots. Just 5 hours ago, Belinda followed my wife on TikTok. Now, I know that ain't goddamn Belinda's account, Stoney. So why don't you fucking stop with your bullshit? Okay? She doesn't want to do it. Okay? She doesn't want to be like your cousin or your nephew and buy the promote thing. That's all he's doing, by the way. He's paying for the fucking promote. I could do that too. But who the fuck wants to do that? Thank you. Oh yeah, my kitchen looked like shit. Everything looks like shit. And then they read me out for 3 hours about why you keep your mouth shut. Da, da, da. You fucking idiot, Stoney. It was on your live stream while you're going and you're talking, and then all of a sudden the fucking moo queen. Oh, and by the way, JMAC, your counter looks like shit. Why? Why did that even come up? Like what? Like why? Because you're a fucking natural born hater. Hello, okay. But anyway, the point of this video, Stoney, is stop making accounts in Belinda's name and following all of Belinda's enemies. Do you think she wants that? It's stupid. It's blocked. You guys want to watch us, log onto the computer and watch us. But you're not going to fucking follow us in your goddamn names. Fucking idiots. That's fucked up. I even told the girl that that's what I did with Angela. I said, I put my girl on there. That'll drive her fucking crazy because she just hated my girl. It wasn't to set nobody up. It wasn't nothing. I'm sure I got the message where I told Belinda. I'm like, hey, I did that. They didn't think it was funny. I got it. I was like, oops. Oops. You know, that's it. I gotta read the chat down. Hang on. Holy fuck, there's a lot of it. Hey, honeys, hello. Hey, Sacramento. Hi, MJ. Squeeze, Sissy. Adventures with Nubs. Hello. Adventures with Nubs. Hey, Sacramento. Marie Duffy. Oh, wow. All the way from Ireland. Hello. Good to see you. Here's my buddy Dreads. Belinda, not innocent. She loves... No, I get that. I get that. Yes, she does. Belinda eats it up. You know, whatever. They live off of that shit. They feed off of it. But Belinda's not making TikTok accounts and following all of her fucking enemies. If she is, fuck you, Belinda. You're blocked. But I know damn well it's fucking Stoney trying to ram TikTok down her throat. Belinda, just so you know, you've got like 4 accounts. 4 different TikTok accounts with your name. Go to TikTok, type Belinda Ostrom, and you'll see. Now, there's one that says gay something or other. I'm sure that's a troll one to try to fuck with Mike. I haven't looked at it. I've just seen the name. It's blocked either way. Gay boy... Anyway, I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's there. But your name is in a stack of accounts like this on TikTok. Doing shit like following me, following my wife, or whatever. If you hate us so goddamn much, don't watch it. Hey. Herbert Kelly. Kelly. There's something about Kelly I was going to say. Something funny. What the fuck was it? Or maybe Kelly sent me something. Oh, I know. Fucking, I was laughing. I watched Kelly's video with her crazy neighbor getting his ass kicked the fuck out of the building. I wonder how that's going. I used to like watching that shit. I'd listen, man, I'd turn the shit up so loud, right? Because I'm trying to listen to the neighbor through the wall, through your video. And all of a sudden you would talk. Fuck. Scared the shit out of me. I'm doing good, Marie. I'm still having problems with my fucking hand, unfortunately. But my last doctor's visit, you know, she says, oh, you can go to therapy. You know, Stoney even admitted that she was making TikTok. No, I know that. But why the fuck would she follow us? Go find something. If you want to get Belinda into TikTok, find something that will entertain Belinda. Not rile her, you know, not brew her hate. You know? Follow cat. There's a million funny cat videos. She's a cat woman. Follow cat videos. Follow fucking other people. Why follow her haters or the people that she hates? I really don't hate anyone. Except maybe Stoney, Ike, is the only person I may actually have. But see, you know what? I don't even want to carry that, because why soil my soul with that shit? I don't, just whatever. I don't fucking care. But I just don't get it. My wife's out traveling the fucking country, and they got you assholes following her. Under other people's names. Nope. Karma wrong. What's karma? What'd I miss? Was there a troll? Oh wait, I'm way behind it. It's weird, there's an arrow to go down to see more chat. Oops. But it's not moving. Yeah, well there you go, Belinda. If you want to follow your haters, that's where you go. Or the people you hate. The only reason I fucking said anything about my stupid countertop was because I put on a video so my wife could see the shit, and then Belinda, oh, by the way, your shit looks like shit. Well, why? Just to be a nasty hater? Huh? Just because your moo-moo was, one of your moo-moos was 2 sizes too small or something? Like what? I don't fucking get it. Five, 6 hours. And then you got fucking Boston Dawn just flowing right into it. Jesus Christ. Motherfucker's been on my heels my entire life. Christ's sakes, I studied Kempo as a kid. One day my brother shows up in a complete fucking ninja gi. And he wants to fucking act like idiots in the front yard with fucking sticks and nunchucks and... What the fuck, dude? Christ's sakes. All kinds of shit. He's had 2 fucking girlfriends, both of my exes. His fucking wife, a gal I dated. Like everything, every fucking thing. Everything. And then they talk about how he's Mr. Goody Two-Shoes, you know? It's funny. My first felony I ever committed was taught to me by him. Because he's like, hey, I got a job over here at this gas station. Come get a job. All right, I wasn't there 2 fucking days, and they were showing me how to rob the fucking gas station. It's funny. He's the one that showed me how to do it. Very 6, I was like 15 years old, 16 years old. Then we get a job at Bradley's. He shows me how to steal the cassettes. Fucking clown. Then I go get a job as a limousine driver. What does he do? He gets a job at the same fucking place. Then I track down my father. What does he do? Jay, what's all that information? Okay. Fucking A. Chasing me around since I was a fucking kid, for fuck's sake. Wanna be. The fucking idiot. It's one of the fucking clowns that started the fucking Everett Malden fucking rumble. Stabs me 6 fucking times. 6 stab wounds in my fucking gut, man. 6 of these motherfuckers. I don't see them. Can't see them now. They're all old. 6, I'll show you later. 6 of these motherfuckers. Who does he end up hanging out with? Same fucking people. Goddamn follower. Don't forget Boston got married to your slut. No, I know. Now, in respect of his wife and everything, we never slept together. There was nothing like that. We weren't even high school sweethearts. We just dated for a little bit, had some fun, ran around town, got drunk, fucking tore the place up. Nothing more than some kissing. But that's what I'm saying though, is that he fucking never fucking every fucking thing. At one point we thought we was Indian or some shit, right? And I kid you not, like I've told this story, like within weeks he's walking up the street with fucking, tassels and bells and fucking in Malden, Massachusetts. A Red Sox shirt, fucking jingle bells. I was so fucking embarrassed. I go get tattooed. I got tattooed at like 15 years old or something. I got this panther on my arm. Next thing you know, oh dude, I gotta get some tattoos. Now I got a fucking stupid, fucking gay ass, simple man's fucking bluebird on my leg, which I got to cover up. I'm gonna do that on a fucking video. This fucking bozo, he takes me out, let's get tattoos. It's a bluebird. A fucking bluebird with our initials. And his initials aren't even his fucking initials, for Christ's sake. You know what? You're not fucking Jay, you idiot. Your daddy walked away from you when you were 5 fucking years old. Who the fuck was calling you Junior? Get the fuck out of here, Donald. For Christ's sakes. Even my fucking name, this motherfucker. Even my fucking name. Jason. Donald. Junior. Oh, now I'm Jay. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. Find your own fucking identity, you fucking weirdo. I mean, over the top of everything. You want to see some? Look at this motherfucker's Patriot sneakers. For Christ's sakes, loud and proud everywhere you go. Fucking embarrassment. Golly gee, Dad, let's go check out the forest. Golly gee. Oh my God, I had to get out of the fucking house every time you said golly gee. I wanted to fucking knock him out. Golly gee. Okay, Beaver. Get the fuck out of here, dude. He's like half a chromosome from fucking drooling. Make your own fucking path. Then he's a fucking spy. Oh, how you gonna pay for your trailer? Oh, you gonna get a trailer, are you? How you gonna pay for that? Huh? Like he wanted to know how the fuck all my finances. Why? Because he talks to the fucking asshole. That's why. And Stoney, you got it wrong. I had to give him my camera equipment so that he would fucking co-sign on a fucking credit card so I could continue my business with the new shit. So I did that. But then he wouldn't give me the motherfucking receipts or the bill shit. I put $1,000 down. He'd go on a hunting trip, and all of a sudden my bill would be up $1,000, but I wouldn't have a statement. So I paid and paid and fucking paid until I'm like, hey, I paid that off. And then that was it. I was like, fuck you. And this is to a guy that didn't raise me. Okay? He didn't raise Donald. Okay? He took off as a fucking dad. I was raised by my mother. Okay? Not with this fucking bozo. Okay? He never paid child support on anybody. He never did anything. I've got letters and voice recordings of my mother talking to him to make your skin crawl. What this guy's... He's just about stuff. He just cares about his stuff. But anyway... Yeah, as far as ripping him off, I don't give a fuck. I got mine. That's how I look at that. My mother worked 2 fucking jobs because of that fucking asshole. I can't wait till he's dead, man. I want to find out where the fuck he's buried. So yeah. I really don't give a fuck. Every time you say I fucked him over in some way, I'm like, hey, all right. You don't even know, man. You don't even know the guy can't keep his dick in his fucking pants. Like, I moved to Oregon and the motherfucker is so busy cheating, he fucks up his marriage so that now my kids have to go to this house for their grandmother and that house for their he's a fucking loser. Okay, what he taught me was how to be a good husband. That's what he taught me. Don't do everything that he did and my marriage will be fine. So yeah. But anyway. Fucking idiots. Oh, I hate that shit. Fucking zooms up and you're looking at the grains of my beard. Alright, I just went on a fucking rant. Yeah, no, I know. I know, I was trying to show you my scars. Amy laughs at me. I went up to get cigarettes. I don't even leave my house to get cigarettes without that shit. And so the guy that pulled the knife on me, he's out on probation and in the area, so whatever. But like my last incident where I was assaulted in some way, I went to the hardware store to buy a couple of buckles for the front of my truck. And boom, I got two guys and a fucking knife about that big I gotta deal with. I'm done. I ain't fucking around with that shit no more. Now it's body bags and toe tags and I don't give a fuck. Justified, but I ain't fucking playing with nobody no more. You know, there's been like, last time I looked, there was 1,000 shootings in Portland. That was this year. And I bet now, if you look up now, I bet it's probably almost doubled. Portland, Oregon shootings. Because the police are gone, the fucking riffraff is everywhere. Like, these homeless people are just kind of flowing around. They're like little zombies and shit. Because they legalize drugs, so you get all these fucking wackos. I mean, it isn't like, you know, LA or nothing, but they're out there, and it's amazing how that shit. You go in to get ice cream, you come out and you get some fucking tweaker fucking underneath your truck. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, looking at your... no, you're not. You're looking for a catalytic converter, you fucking cockroach. Get out of here. You know what I mean? That's a big thing out here, stealing catalytic converters and stupid shit like that. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, me and Kay were just talking about how you two are totally opposite. Oh yeah. He's not fucking totally innocent. He's done his own shit, believe me. I went out with him one day and we was driving around blowing windows out with a wrist rocket. That wasn't very good. I was probably 19. Then we drove down the beach one day, driving. So after the storms hit the beach, there's always like this puddle that goes on for like a mile, and then the joggers go down the beach, and it's really funny to cruise the beach, and then you just you pull over and you just soak these motherfuckers, and we go down. But the thing is you'd have to almost turn around to come back because the way the beach, it's just this beach road, you go up and down, right? And we'd come back and the motherfuckers would be out there with umbrellas, throwing it at the car and shit. Me and my brother are dodging fucking things flying at us. Yeah, that was the trouble that we got into. What do you do? Then he goes on about my sister. Goddamn, my sister ran away, became a prostitute. All this fucking shit. We're out in the streets I'm out in the streets trying to find my sister in Boston, right? Riding the orange train and shit. Then he wants to come join me. Oh, let's go find her. Yeah. What the fuck was it? That was a fail. I ended up becoming way closer to her than I ever was to him. up there. And then he tortured them over a kid, so tried to get his nose in the middle of all that shit. In fact, I gotta reach out to my niece too. I gotta talk to her about some shit. Enough's enough. Yeah, I know. I know, right? Well, that's why I had to fucking like put it out, because a lot of people, the only reason they give him 5 seconds worth of time is because of his relationship. And I had to tell people, no. Do what you want with him, but he ain't nothing to do with me now. And then Patty and them, they watched the shit he was saying. They seen it, so whatever. The guy's a leech. He did the same shit to the Holy Walkers and fucking all this shit. Oh, I want to come, I want to come, I want to come, I want to come, I want to come. Fuck. And then he acts like he's a fucking producer. Then they don't want to deal with him anymore. That's why you don't see nobody with him anymore. Tampa fucking Florida, whatever the fuck, Tampa J. Nope, don't want to deal with them. Holy Walkers, don't want to deal with them. Marie, don't want to deal with them. Fucking Hazel Eyes, don't want to deal with them. You get one shot, that's it. Then you realize there's a leech. Leia, we're hanging out in the truck right now. What do you want to do? Here, what? Now I opened the door, what? I don't want to get out. You want to get out? Well, get out. Okay. I said okay, you can go out. You just can't go down the driveway. Go on. Go out. Go ahead. Out. Go, you want. Damn it, I knocked the cigarette out. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. Your tail knocked the cigarette. And the motherfucker was lit. Oh my God, really? There's like couple pop cans down here, Coke. Well, I guess we're gonna hang out for a few minutes and see what smokes. Let that dog go. Yeah, she's gotta be in the backyard. She didn't go down and out the driveway. There's no way. I swear to God, that cigarette just went poof. Hang on, I gotta make sure where the fuck she is. Hold on. even know where she went. She's fucking took off and then come right back. Goof. I think so. My neighbor's yard has got the gate open right there. I think she was in there because I'm like, where the fuck did she go? I thought she was in the backyard. But then when I called her, she come flying up the driveway, and I'm like, I didn't even see her go down the driveway. I know, I lied. We're not leaving. I'm that kind of asshole. I know. Psych. But yeah, try again. I speak to type really slow. So they got a little something to talk about. I can have that. Oh yeah. No, I'm hanging out. She's like, the truck's running, let's go. What? You wanna go to the house? In the backyard? I'm hanging out though. See? Truck's off. It's not working now. She's like, what the fuck? So anyway, the whole point of this thing is, Stoney, why are you making accounts in Belinda's name and then following people Belinda surely probably don't want to follow? So I know Emmy, that right then Emmy would have flipped out. Emmy would have flipped out because I didn't know where she was for a second. But she's really a good girl. She's not usually too far from me. I know. Well, we did go by. We're just home, and then the car was running, so she was like, "Oh, well, why ain't we rolling?" See, as soon as I shut the thing off, you know, she chilled the fuck out. Oh, thank you. I was trying to get that.
Message.
There was one in there earlier. What did it say? I gotta scroll up. It said something. 6 and 8, whatever. It's stupid. I'm not even gonna read that one because it was the title said it all. What's wrong, Stoney? You jealous you couldn't get that? What a dumbass. And then she tries to... You guys see it in the video, right? In the video of the inside of her trailer when she left her phone on. Posted that. You guys seen that? The floor from the door to the end of the wall might be 8 feet. The other 8 feet is the little kitchenette that's about 2.5 feet wide, and then the fucking bed that she's created back there. Because like she says, it's a fucking toy. It's a fucking device to put your four-wheeler in. That's what it is. And when I talked about her floor, I'm like, it's a piece of linoleum about, like I said, 8 feet. There's no... The whole building, the whole fucking rolling fucking tin box is 19 feet. I got 32 feet in my kitchen. Just the kitchen floor. Like your whole trailer could sit in the kitchen. So stupid. I was talking about the 6 feet of fucking linoleum that's been worn down to the wood. Like, I'm like, how come you haven't fixed it? That's all. You can crack on my shit. How come you haven't fixed yours? You don't even have cabinet doors. I can show that too. You don't even have the face, the drawer. It's just a hole you pull your shit in and out of. Shut up. I'm literally arguing with the fucking street raff. It's just at a fucking campground. That's all it is. Basically. I don't know. Guys, are we going into World War III or what? That's fucking crazy. Every morning I get up the news, I'm just waiting to see it. And he's a Russian, right? I put this out on TikTok. How do you get 4 million people to evacuate a place that you want them out? How do you get people to leave their land willingly? So there's biological labs that are in Ukraine, and there's also nuclear plants in Ukraine. And all we got to do is have an accident at one of those things, and people are going to run. And then there'll be nobody in the street to fight except the military. Because their biggest problem the Russians have right now are the people, right? Oh, right. Yeah. I did put that on my TikTok. How do you get you have an accident, a nuclear, or even if it's fake, even if you don't, just like ever watch The Hunt for Red October? How did they get those guys off of that ship? Right? They said, oh, the reactor's leaking. Oh, shit. They're fucking lining up to get out the door. No questions. No questions. Let's go. So in Ukraine, if they were to fake a biological accident or a nuclear accident, people would leave by the droves, no problem. So I'm waiting for that. This is Russia's fucking, this is what Russia does. When they can't beat the military, they start bombing the people. They start killing the people. They were talking about public executions and shit. So, yeah, Putin is Hitler. There's no doubt. For weeks up to this, he was playing videos of World War II to the troops. What? Like, really? Like World War II videos. Like, this is what he wants. The guy's 69. In Russian time, in Russian health, he's 2 years away from the male life expectancy. All right? Does Putin just want to be a picture on the wall forever for the guy that started World War III? Right now in Russia, they're lining up at McDonald's and places like this. Like in 1991 when they first got it, like it's the In-N-Out burger, in the Midwest or something. And they're lining up and they're eating McDonald's because they know that McDonald's is going to be closed for a while. Now, apparently, McDonald's Corporation says that they're going to pay the 66,000 employees in Russia while they're shut down. So they're still going to get a paycheck even though the restaurant's not there or closed temporarily during this war. So I don't know. I think a lot of companies, once they're out, they ain't coming back. I think they're going to pay them for a while and then they're going to go, you just can't come back. Because I don't see this getting any better. It's only getting worse. Yeah, but they're in Russia. How the fuck do you give Russian people a stimulus check? These motherfuckers can't go to the bank right now. They've lost MasterCard. They've lost Visa. They've lost... So, like, when we take our bank card, and if I was to go into Canada, there's a system called SWIFT. And what SWIFT does is it makes it so that you can spend your money in Canada, even though you're from the U.S. They've taken that away. So everybody that has Russian credit cards, if they're not in Russia, they can't do nothing. And even then, all the major banks have been, the Bank of America, for example. I forget these names, but these are like the banks in Russia that we've seized, that we've stopped. So they can't even get money out. I mean, nothing. Starbucks gone. Coca-Cola, whatever's on the shelves is what they got. I mean, on and on and on. And So much shit. IBM's walked out. Google, they can't fucking Google. This asshole has gone, all right, you know, like CNN and Fox News, okay? They sent military in there and said, shut it off. So all their independent news channels are gone. The only thing you can see in Russia right now is what Putin allows you to see. It's like North Korea right now. People from Ukraine are calling Russia. They're calling their relatives because it's like Oregon and Washington. They're just right next to each other, and the people live back and forth, just like Canada and the U.S. Right? Well, they're calling their relatives and they're going, "My God, you know, you see what's happening?" Blah 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 blah. What do you mean? What? There's no war. What are you talking about? No, there was a little mission. No, no. They're like fucking dropping A bombs and shit, wiping out entire blocks with one bomb. And the Russian people don't even know this. And the ones that do are protesting and this and that. All right. Now they got this black chick over there, this basketball girl. Okay. She's an American and she's a lesbian. And Putin is completely against that. So he's got an American basketball player. All right. She's with the WBA. It's like the NBA, but for women. All right. She makes like $1 million a year just playing in Russia. She had a vape pen, right? She had one of these. And she went into Russia, and they've taken her into custody back in February. No one even knows what jail she's in, where she's being held. And if you go and look, she had THC oil. Well, yes, same thing, right? Or you mean CBD oil? I think she had this, just a vape pen. This is it. Because I see, when you watch the video, you can see it on the desk. It's when they're at the, when you see the video, you see the pen laying on the desk. She just had a vape pen. That was it. But she's looking at 10 years. And she's now become a political pawn. Plus, there's a war going on. So if you think that anyone's worried about her in jail over there, they ain't. She's going to be there until this war is over before they even begin to try to fix that. Oh, they got another American one. Yeah, I believe it. I don't think Russia gives a fuck about their soldiers and stuff enough to say, hey, give us some soldiers back and we'll give you your basketball player. I don't. I think she's being held for a pawn later on down the line in case they get Putin or some of Putin's number one or twos. We'll see. I don't know. But she's definitely a pawn now. She may not even know there's a war going on. You know that? Because I think she was excuse me. She was arrested in February. That might have been before it actually happened. You should see the place where Patty and I are staying the next 2 nights. Well, I seen the credit card bill, so. I'm not going to ask what state you're in right now, but I got a good idea. Yeah, don't even tell me. You can tell me a private message or something. I'm curious as to how Belinda's going to turn this around. I know what the end. I'm just waiting for that one thing to get done, and then we can talk about it. It's fucked up between Patty's hair and Emmy's hair. I think, how the fuck do you hide anyway? Like it's like Thelma and Louise, right? Except it's we're looking for a bleach blonde and a purple-headed fucking crazy woman. The blonde's probably driving, and the purple head is probably on the roof, flashing her tits to the truckers through the sunroof. Be on the lookout for the purple-headed chick with the tits to the truckers, with a blonde chick driving with fucking, oh my god, I could see her face and I couldn't think of her name. The Hollywood sunglasses. Fuck. Oh my god, me and Emmy were in traffic next to her one day. Demi Moore with the Demi Moore sunglasses. Emmy and I were going to the mall one day or something, right? And we're driving along, and there's like a Jaguar or something next to us, and the license plate says DEMI, Demi. Like, hey, Demi Moore, haha, you know. We pull up to the fucking light, and I turn my head. Fucking shit you not. Demi Moore, bigger than shit. Pair of sunglasses, hair pulled back. Kind of looks over at us, looks straight ahead. Fucking Demi Moore. Driving up 82nd. I have no idea why. She must have, you know, a lot of these people got like vacation homes out here. Oregon's pretty popular like that for celebrities. I've seen a lot of celebrities out here. In fact, even the guys from, you know, Pawn Stars. I was getting cigarettes one day, and I'm standing in line, and I'm like, fuck, this looks like the dude from Pawn Stars. Sounds like the dude from Pawn Stars. And he walks out, and I'm like, whatever. So I get my cigarettes, and I walk out, and sure enough, this motherfucker's climbing into a brand spanking new Escalade. Like, it was him. It was him all the way. I was like, oh, fuck. And he's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh, fuck. Him, the guys from Lizard Lick. It's a tow show, a TV show called Lizard Lick. Me and Emmy were going to the bank one day, and the fucking whole crew was walking into there's a place called Hog Wild, and it's got like, you know, Southern type barbecue and shit, which makes sense because of where they're from. They're like, all right, let's go get some food. But yeah, all the Lizard Lick guys, like the whole fucking crew they must have been out here filming or something. My dad's bumped into that one dude. He does the Coors Light commercials. Can't think of his name. He was in Roadhouse and all that shit. He's like a heartthrob for the older women, but he's out here. I've seen oh god, what's his name? Fucking Magnum PI. Anyway, the Magnum PI guy owns a house on the river. Sam Elliott, yeah. Sam Elliott's he lives out here, he hunts out here, he's seen quite a bit actually. And then the Magnum PI guy, he's here, and when I worked at the dump one day, there's this guy wearing a baseball cap, a fucking ripped up hoodie, fucking jeans with paint on him and shit, and he's throwing stuff in. Tom Selleck, thank you. And the guy said like 2 words to me. I'm like, Tom? He's like, yeah, how you doing? I'm like, oh, hey. Throws out his trash, off he went. I should have gone through the trash. And I'll tell you why. So you guys know who Tanya Harding is, right? So Tanya Harding lives right here in this neighborhood, actually. Just down the road from me. But she used to go to the bar where Emmy worked at and this and that. Well, anyway, when her divorce happened, after the whole thing with Nancy Kerrigan and everything, that big divorce happened, she went to the dump and threw away her wedding dress and a bunch of shit. And a guy I worked with, it's funny that Tony just said that. His name was Tony. This guy, Tony, was in the pit running the dozer, and he got down, he picked that shit right to, I don't know what he did with it. God, I hope he fucking, man, that would be worth so much. I don't know what he did with it. But yeah, she threw her wedding dress and photos and all. He's got it all. He has got all that shit. But I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I don't mean like at concerts or anything. I'm talking about just like you bump into at the store. There's a lot of them. I haven't seen a lot of rock stars or nothing, but it's usually like TV celebrities and stuff, you know. There's a lot of these celebrities. I like being out here in the woods. They get a long driveway, it goes back, it's private, fucking they can hunt and fish and do their thing, and they put on a fucking flannel shirt and they blend in like everybody else till they open their mouth. Somebody recognizes their voice or something. But and the ones that I've seen, honestly, people are like, "Hey, this so," they don't really bother them. You know what I mean? They may go, "Hey, aren't you so and so?" But that's it. You know, once in a while, like people try to get a picture or something, but not really. Nancy Kerrigan, Mike, Milk Day. Yeah, yeah. So funny story about that. So I'm from Massachusetts, right? Well, before I came to Oregon, a year or two before I came to Oregon, um, uh, I actually, through another friend, ended up at Nancy Kerrigan's house after a parade at a barbecue. So I've met Nancy Kerrigan, but I was there with somebody else, and I was only there for like an hour. But she was there in this whole thing. I mean, you don't like go, oh, it's just a fucking skater, right? Whatever. You go, hey, this is Nancy. But there was a parade in Melrose, and I think that's where she's from, is Melrose, which is the town next to where I grew up. But some friends of mine knew friends of theirs or something or other, and there was a barbecue, and they said, hey, you want to go? I'm like, yeah, okay. So anyway, I met the Nancy Kerrigan and didn't think nothing of it. Well, then I moved to Oregon, and Emmy was a bartender at this place called Molly Maguire's. It was like this haunted fucking bar and grill thing. It's in Portland, Oregon. It's called Molly Maguire's down by the train tracks. Well, um, Tanya Harding, they did karaoke, and Tanya Harding liked this bar. Well, Tanya Harding would call up ahead of time. Oh, what's the crowd like? Like she was fucking Elvis and shit. Like if there was too many people, she didn't want to come. It had to be kind of dead. And then she'd come and do karaoke. And let me tell you something. Thank God she was on the ice and not on America's Got Talent, because Tanya Harding cannot sing a fucking note. She can't sing a note. Nothing. It's horrible. And she's stupid. I'll tell you why she's stupid here in a minute. But so anyway, I've met Tanya, I don't know how many times. Well, then she's always a problem around here. She was for a long time. Anyway, she's in another bar down there, this little Irish pub that's about 2 miles from me one night. Now, I wasn't in the bar or nothing. This is all local talk. Okay, they made the newspapers, but the locals will tell you a different story. So there was a guy that come into the bar, and he had been trying to quit drinking. And he come into the bar because he was getting sick. True alcoholics, it's like heroin. Like if they try to cut the stuff off, they can get sick. This guy come into the bar to try to get his alcohol, and before he could finish his drink, he had a seizure and hit the floor. Well, Tanya, who was sitting a couple seats over or something, decided she was going to do CPR on the gentleman that dropped dead on the floor. Except he didn't drop dead. He was having a seizure, and she was trying to do CPR. But the newspaper is like, oh, Tanya Harding assisted with CPR, blah, blah, blah. The man's recovering in a local hospital. It was a fucking seizure. And they fucking turned the story around. So, yeah, that's how I ended up. That's my connection with that. It's kind of weird. Yeah, she might have milked it, but what the fuck? I mean, you're an Olympic fucking anything, and somebody fucking comes at you with a fucking stick like that? I mean, that's just fucked up. It's fucked up. You ever watch the movie, guys? You should watch the movie. I Am Tanya. It's fucked up. Oh my God, I'm out of coffee. But I'm enjoying chatting on my live. Let's see. Drama skating. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, a lot of celebs. Yep. A lot of celebs live in Oregon. I think, it's because it's pretty, you know what I mean? If you get out of the city and it's really beautiful and it can be private really fast out of the city. In other words, you don't have to go like 100 miles to have a private place. You just go a few miles out of town and like you're buried in the woods. And but yet it's close enough. It's just a junket flight to LA, 2-hour flight, and they're in LA doing whatever they need to do to film. But then they're not in LA proper. They're not living there. They gotta fucking deal with the traffic and all that shit. We don't have traffic. At least I don't see it. I don't fucking go near it. Sometimes I'll leave the house at like 8 in the morning and I'm like, where the fuck are all these people going? For fuck's sakes, what is this? I'm like, oh, they're going to work. Fuck. So, I mean, you guys can probably hear this plane buzzing around, right? It's a little Cessna or something. I think it was yesterday morning. I start hearing this rumble over my house, right? And it goes on like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? And this happens sometimes. But this was like fighter jets. So I fucking take my robe, I tie my robe up, I go outside, right? And it's like this, man, just blue skies. And I'm looking around and I can't see a fucking thing. But every like maybe 30 seconds, it sounded like a group of fucking fighter jets would just tear across the sky. But I couldn't see a fucking thing. Nothing. I couldn't see nothing. And it's not UFOs, because UFOs wouldn't make noise like that. It's just the weirdest thing. And I got a pretty good sky view. Like I see the fighter jets going by now and then, but usually you hear it and then you got to look way off because they've already gone by, like kind of thing, and you're getting the sound afterwards. But I heard these ones come and go like right over me. Like it seemed like, 500-600 feet above me. Just rumble. But nothing. Couldn't see it. Fucking weird, man. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I like sent it to my wife. I'm like, what the fuck is I don't get it. It was really kind of strange. There's a lot of weird things that happen in my skies here. Dreads will tell you. She watched it. Nobody's talking anymore. The sentences are staying the same. It's stuck on Nancy Kerrigan, for fuck's sakes. I don't know what she's doing now. I need to go fly my drone. I'm gonna do some of that this week. But fuck, man, fuel's getting up to fucking $7-8. Jesus, cribbity cripes. About to sell some cars, man. I got too many fucking cars. I trade them in and I keep the other ones. Stoney thinks they're all broke down. They're not. Like, the only one that's broke down really is my Mustang, and it's not broke down. It's just that when you step on the clutch, it screams. It's got a push rod. It's just noisy as fuck. Amy took it out one day. It was riding fine. Everything was fine. She come home with it screaming. I'm like, park it. Grab a different car. And my other truck is actually one I want to get up next. I want to get the Dodge up. And it just needs a battery, and then the ball joints were rattling. That's why I parked it. It was made noise. I was like, nope, got another one. I gotta head out. All right, Kay. We'll catch you later. Yeah, I learned long ago when you trade a car in, you get ripped the fuck off. So I just I use a cash down payment. If they don't like it, I go someplace else. But I keep my cars. I'm like, nope, fuck you, fuck you. Because then they'll give me $1,000 on a vehicle, $500 sometimes. It's like what, and then they'll turn around and they'll sell it for 5,000. So I'm like, yeah, you can kiss my fucking ass. I'll have a driveway full of cars. I don't give a fuck. Never they say he who dies at the end with the most toys wins. Honey, you still in here? What are you doing? I'm thinking about wrapping this up. I'm bored. Nobody's talking. But watch for the video tonight. Let's see how they twist that shit around. Stoney will justify it in some fucking way. Or deny it. That's her favorite thing. Send out a bunch of voice clips and that wasn't me. They chopped it up. They said this and that. Get the fuck out of here. She's the only one that believes her lies. Yeah, I'm thinking about wrapping it up, babe. I'm bored. I need another cup of coffee. Go in the house, watch some news. I don't know. It may go fly today. It's really nice out, but it's cold. It's like, I don't know. It's probably in the 40s. I don't know what the temperature is. What is it? I don't know. Yeah. All right, babe. I love you. Catch you gay guys. Catch you gay guys later. Catch you guys later. I'm gonna end it. And yeah, again, my whole point of the video is in the beginning. I know you're gonna be in Savannah, Georgia. Why are you telling fucking people? You almost got all the way out. You almost got all the way out. Without this shit. Oh, you know what? I gotta add this other thing. This other thing, Stoney got completely backwards. All right. Here's the thing. Mr. Roper, all right, the guy, Stoney thinks that you got stood up. And here's the thing. Emmy was semi-friends and acquaintance with somebody else that was online. And Emmy didn't know that this person was trashing the fuck out of Patty and all of her friends and this and that. And the gentleman comes into Emmy's room now and then and will chat with her. But then he'll go and make filthy videos. And so a week or two ago, when Emmy found this out, she was like, screw him. And the gentleman had his mod removed and this and that. And she's like, well, next time he pops in chat, I'll let him know. Yeah, he was a mod in Emmy's room. But we don't watch everybody's channels and what everybody says and does, there's lots of people that come and go that are mods. Well, she didn't know that they had this history. So anyway, during her trip, she was gonna meet up with this gentleman. But the guy never came into the chat for her to explain, hey man, we ain't dealing with you. Until Emmy was in the state, and the gentleman sent Emmy a message and says, hey, where are you? I thought you were going to come by and see me. No, because you're a fucking mouthy, backstabbing slime dog. No. So what happened was Emmy stood them up and said, fuck you, we ain't meeting you. That's what happened. Okay? So that's what it was. Yeah, you ghosted him. You're like, hey, fuck you. But Amy got it wrong. Betty thinks that you got ghosted. She doesn't realize they're like, no, you're not gonna treat Patty like that and fucking no. So that's what happened. And per everything that they do, they got it backwards. So yeah. Anyway, all right. I'm glad you mentioned that because that was like one of the first things they talked about last night. It's like, wow, they must have heard that from Mike because Mike's got like audio dyslexia or something. Like everything he hears, he turns it backwards when he gives it to Belinda or whoever. But yeah, you get it wrong. Just like last night, I opened my cabinet. I was like, oh, it's held together with 2x4s. I had to do another video for this dumb bitch to show you the 2x4 wasn't a 2x4. It's the front of the drawer. Fucking idiots. I gotta go. I'm gonna go in the house and watch World War III kick off, unfortunately. But hats off to the ladies. Y'all have a good one. Mac out.